Have you ever experienced scamming during business? Are you aware of sales rep scam? Have you experienced the Deceiving Samples scam? Or suppliers disappeared after payments? Or scammed by a gold supplier? The internet is full of scams of all kinds. What should we look out for when doing dropshipping? You come across a Chinese supplier online, the organization looks alright, there is a potential for a business opportunity that could really take off. But there are many scams, fakes, and just plain bad suppliers out there to watch out for. So how do you make sure you are doing business with a legitimate supplier you can trust? Don't worry, you're not alone. Most of the business interviewed in this survey, conducted by global sources, said that verifying Chinese suppliers is the biggest problem they face when importing products from the country. When you are verifying a potential supplier, you are essentially looking at these two aspects. The first point, does the supplier have the ability to produce the products you want to buy? The second point, is the company a legitimate business with a good reputation and not a scam or business on the verge of bankruptcy? In today's video, I will break down the situation of scamming among dropshipping. Let's get started. Alibaba is the biggest online shopping platform. It also has a lot of fake brands on sale. You can see major brands there like Adidas, Nike, Balenciaga selling at an incredibly low price. Some suppliers may claim that they are the OEM, original equipment manufacturer of the product. And that is 100% nonsense. If they are indeed the OEM of the brands and they sell products on their own at a much lower price, it is against the contract and they will face legal accusations. Because luxury goods have a strong allure to consumers that many businesses are willing to take the risk to sell fake products. That's why knockoff low-priced products are popping up in market. Manufacturers like Samsung, Apple, Sony, etc. already have strict arrangements with select manufacturers, distributors, and wholesalers. It is recommended to contact the brand directly through their official website if you are interested in selling branded products. The second point, deceiving sample. To ease our minds, most dropshippers will do sample orders to ensure themselves the product quality. Well, your sample orders may look flawless. The actual product could be defective or of cheap quality. Because of the physical obstacle of dropshippers being abroad, they can't inspect the qualities of every single product themselves. They don't scam your money directly, but by profiting off of the cheap products. Even if you receive a perfect sample, you still need to be cautious before bulk purchase. The best solution to this is to have a third-party inspection team, a sourcing agent for every single one of your products before they get shipped out. After a quality inspection in the warehouse for defective products, agents will communicate directly with the supplier. Ask the reason for producing inferior products and promptly return or exchange goods to ensure the buyer's experience. Photoshooting for the inventory so that the dropshipper can see the actual situation of their products. The third point, fake gold sellers. Gold suppliers are not scam-free. You still need to be cautious when dealing with a supplier on Alibaba. The statistics noted that 1% of gold suppliers engaged in fraudulent transactions for the year 2009. This isn't to say that gold suppliers don't come with an extra level of trust. You should simply be aware that they are not perfect. Alibaba makes thousands of dollars off of those who apply its gold supplier membership. A crafty scammer can pose as a supplier to Alibaba, sign up for its gold supplier membership, and scam for a lot of money than the cost of the membership. So, to choose a supplier, you need to check their experiences in years, catalog, and certifications. For more details regarding choosing a supplier, check the video 8 points working with Chinese suppliers, link in the description. The fourth point, disappear after payments. Some suppliers are not even bothered to make up lies. They just disappeared after the money transfer. They will offer an irresistible price, send wonderful samples to earn your trust, and once you made the deal, they will be gone for good. This is often the case with suppliers who prefer to deal offline and pay in one lump sum, instead of asking the other party to give an invoice before payment. But because dropshippers are not in China, it is very hard to examine the qualifications of the companies. Dropshippers will check if they have had trade show experiences. To participate in a trade show requires money as well as resources and stability, especially if the trade show they went is a country fair. However, I will mention the database you can inspect in the latter part of the video, so keep watching. If you choose to purchase through Alibaba, you must adhere to the online transaction. The platform will protect the rights and interests of the dropshippers. If you receive a bulk of goods but are not satisfied with the quality, you can look for Alibaba customer service to avoid losses. The fifth point, sales rep scam. Not only will you be scammed by unethical suppliers, but you can also be tricked by the sales rep. It is usually under the circumstances that the sales rep is about to quit the job and fraud money from both you and the supplier. They will offer irresistible prices below the market and ask you to transfer money through their personal account. Once your payment arrives at his personal account, you will lose the protection of Alibaba Trade Assurance. If your sales rep made such a proposal of transferring money to their personal account, you should let the supplier company know and discuss a solution to this. The first point, get a sample. We have touched on this subject several times, the importance of sample orders. Whether you are buying wholesale clothing in China or any other product, ask for a sample item, even if you have to pay for it. When you have a sample in your hands, you can check the quality to ensure the product is exactly what you are looking for. Meanwhile, in the process of sample order, you can experience firsthand yourself whether the supplier is suitable for cooperation. The lead time of the product and the logistics time efficiency in the process of getting samples. After receiving the samples, you can give feedback to the supplier in time to improve. The second point, make a phone call. Make a phone call to the Chinese supplier's landline and ask for the company registration number and business license number while you are at it. To avoid being traced by law enforcement authorities, most scammers do not provide genuine registration information online. For example, they will provide a false company address, telephone and fax number, or persuade buyers to contact them by mobile phone only. You can do a basic check on the location of the telephone number using the area code. The third point, make good use of databases. Searching through China companies' authorization apps like 企查查 or 天眼查, they are both platforms certificated by Chinese government. Type in the company name of your suppliers and see if you find it there. You will be able to find out if they have been given a sentence and if they failed to pay damages. And additional information about the company like registered address and registered organization that helps you to get a grip of the company you are working with. The fourth point, using escrow service. Rather than paying the supplier of goods, you pay Alibaba, which will hold the money until you receive the order. If you are not happy with what you received or did not receive anything, Alibaba will hold the funds and refund the money. There are a lot of escrow services online if you are doing offline trading with the suppliers. If you purchase from China, the official purchasing platforms like Alibaba, 1688, Taobao, and Tianmao, these platforms will keep the money until the buyer confirms the receipt of the product. After the paid, if the product is as expected, the supplier will then receive the money, since 90% of the world's products are imported from China. China already has a mature mechanism to protect the rights of its buyers. Without the protection of one trading platform, you will put yourself at a high risk of being scammed. It is not a low cost. You can get other third party for validation as well, like a sourcing agent. The fifth point, visit the company or factory. It's unlikely to visit the factory by yourself. A trip across the world is a huge cost in time as well as money. To inspect the suppliers and the factory, you can ask them to provide videos or pictures of production, inventory, environment, and more. FaceTime or doing an online meeting is a great approach. Let the sourcing agent check the supplier's quality. The process always is that the agent will get a product list. They will check the items shipped to the designated warehouse, the color, quantity, and quality of the products. When it comes time to start discussing prices with the China supplier, follow our guide to negotiating with suppliers so you can secure the best deal possible and ensure your profit margin remain healthy. You are entering a familiar territory by starting a dropshipping business, so it's better to be cautious every step of the way in case of money loss. Inevitably, there are risks of being scammed or failure, but as Chris Hadfield once said, almost everything worthwhile carries with it some sort of risk, whether it's starting a new business, whether it's leaving home, whether it's getting married, or whether it's flying onto space. That is all for today's video. Subscribe, give us a thumb up. I will make more quality content with motivation. Let us know in the comments if you have experienced the scams, whether you have been scammed by Deceiving Samples or an ethical sales rep. I will see you in the next video.